Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We are a human of Ashenzari. I don't know, human spellcastery, kind of wizardy type person is going to be the idea. Interestingly enough, our title right now is Quill18 the Blocker, because our highest skill is in fact Shield. It's a little weird, but works for me actually. And we're getting the skill bonus to it from Ash, which is excellent. But yeah, we need to get a bunch more a bunch more cursed jewelry set up, because I believe cursed jewelry is going to give us the boost to spellcasting stuff. I think so. How's our inventory? We've got 12 spaces empty, which is good. Wow, we have 9 potions of degeneration. Listen, game. That's crazy. All right, we're going to go into this gauntlet. Now, we're going to loop around here. Just get an idea of what we can see. So, we can leave if we want. We don't have to go through the gauntlet. Once you start the gauntlet, though, I believe there's no way out. So we're going to go in here first, which will put us in this room, which has got some gold and a lightning rod, evocable item. Then we have to choose either up or down. If we go up, we're going to deal with a whole lot of soldier ants, which is kind of scary. It's going to have a scroll of fear in it. Oh, that's a queen ant. That's not more loot. And then from there, if we finish this, we'll get here. We can branch up and fight some Keiko demons. Extremely dangerous, yeah. Some traps, potion mutation. Cloak of magic resistance is really nice. We'd love that. If we go south, okay, Steam Dragon should be fine. 30 HP, yeah, it's not bad. Actually, it could even drop its Steam Dragon scales, which would be great armor for us. It's extremely lightweight armor. Good for a spellcaster. It's got an artifact axe with MR. Second time. Cursed Snail Mail. Curse is interesting. I don't think that would necessarily be worthwhile wearing. I don't know if we want to go after the melee. Yeah, these things are insanely dangerous. They're smites. Over here, we got an 8-headed Hydra. I don't know if we can take these. Problem is, if we leave, we can't come back. But I'm worried we're going to go through and just die. Hydras, they are resistant to poison, right? Oops, not you. You. Yeah. So we can't confuse you. Now, these guys are actually susceptible to poison. It's... they're probably too dangerous. Do they see invis? No. Do we have a scroll of invisibility? Or a potion of invisibility? We have 2. Do I want to try it? Sort of YOLO this? Just all the bottom? I think I kind of do. A Minor Viper in here. It's considered quite dangerous. It's a lot of hit points. Can be slowed. It does drain magic. It bites for a lot. I think we're okay on that one. Well, you know what? If it just... oh, there's a polar bear in there, too. I did not realize that. It's a little more scary. I'm going to quaff Brilliance, so we have access to all of our spells. Hit it with the X. Ooh. It didn't do that as much damage as I thought it would. I want to get this guy poisoned. Would do no harm. Oh, it's resistant to poison. Oh shit. Okay, well that's less than great. Let's say hit it with the X again, but... oh yeah, no, it's immune to poison. Alright, well then we'll just, we only have 1 more charge of acid. Flame? No, I'm going to, gonna hit it with the wand of acid. Didn't get corroded. It's very fast. This is not gonna do anything for us. Drink potion of magic, get our stuff back. Let's go ahead and ray through. How come there's so many more dudes here than I thought? Oh, you're a shapeshifter. They may have both been shapeshifters in here. I'm going to grab that. I'm not sure if we're going to be using this, but okay. I have 2 invisibilities? I mean, we still have to beat the Minotaur, too. We have a potion of experience. We should quaff that now. Hey, what? Just put it into shields. And then more int. Alright, so 1% for Magic Dart, 2% for Searing Ray. That's without our Brilliance. Do I want to read the Identify scrolls to identify what the other scrolls are? I think actually I do. Blinking? I feel like summoning or something. Immolation. Yeah, not really what I was hoping for. We have a fear which will work on some of these things. Resistant to steam. Okay, neither one of them is resistant to poison. There we go. Searing Ray, the 2 confused dudes. Keep going with the Searing Ray. Awesome, and you did drop your scales. So, take a look. It's got 0 encumbrance rating. 5 AC, 0 encumbrance rating. It gives you resistance to steam. Now, I don't know if we're going to swap out of this. Probably not right now. It's nice to have the option, though. We may do some work. Pick up the axe, pick up that. Okay. So now we have to choose... I can't tell where my cursor is. There it is. Cloak invisibility, so we can generate or we can evoke invisibility, potion of mutation. Oops. Ring of Wizardry, enchant armor. I think, it's hard to say, I think these guys... I mean, there's so many of them, they're so dangerous, but so is the Hydra. We can't poison you. You don't see Invis either, so, I mean, there's that. We could try to hack at you with an Axe of Flaming. Here's the thing. As flexible as Ash makes us, what she doesn't do is make us flexible in terms of weapons. Because, and stuff, because of the curses that we keep having to deal with. I had a fear which should work on... I feel like I want to take these guys on. Even though it might be crazy. I'm going to quaff invisibility. I'm going to quaff agility as well. Yes. And what we're going to try to do is get people up to 3 stacks of poison if we can. And 2 stacks seems to do a pretty good job of killing them. Let's just melee here a little. Were there not that many of them in here, actually? I thought there was a lot more in here, but it's the way we explored around while they were moving. Okay. That actually turned out to be pretty easy, which is great. The Ring of Wizardry, we are going to put that on instead of Strength. Actually, instead of Corrosion, because we don't need that. The Strength is still helping us offset some of the armor. So Ring of Wizardry is going to help us cast our spells a lot more. Alright. And yeah, these were just, like, super boring generic things, right? Go and double check walking on them. Yeah, okay. pop out here. So, there is still a Minotaur around. There's also just some... I don't think we have to kill the Minotaur, although we may want to. I don't remember what his deal is. Demon Trident and Silver Javelins. So he can't see Invis. He can hit a lot. So hit for 35 plus the Trident and Gore for 20. But he doesn't see Invis. So pop around the corner. Quaff that. Come, be visible, you bastard. You're also not immune to poisons. Wow, you are so annoying. Well, I mean, he's probably annoyed by me being invisible and doing this too. Looks even sicker. As sick as possible. And... zap you once, and then Ray. Oh, that's not the Ray button. Okay, he's doing a fairly good job of spotting me there. Well, he's not confused anymore, so... miscast the cloud. There you go. As sick as possible. Nice. Oh, he just died. There you go. Lots of XP. I think we'll pick up the Silver Javelins. It should have set it on now that I picked one up. Javelins. I don't know. Well, we'll enable that. That's going to be okay. Short bow of freezing. I mean, let's grab the Demon Trident and maybe the short bow in case we decide to do something. That'll just be an option. Ooh, Spellbook. Sif Muno's Tome of Transformation. Beastly Appendage, Passwall, Unraveling, Blade Hands, Hydra Form, Statue Form, Dragon Form. We got ourselves a Uncursed Hat of the Bazaar. So I guess it slows us to wear it. Gives us Arlec and Dex +4. Those are nice, but if... it may slow you when you take damage. Oh, so you're not slow all the time. I mean, you're slow when it's the most dangerous. Yeah, we'll pick up the leather armor fire resist, because that's not too bad. Swiftness, excruciating wounds has been added in. Okay, so if we try to check what we still have, I mean, a bunch of these we can't reach. Yeah. It'd be nice to get a filter. The Cloak of Magic Resistance would have been really nice, but I think we took the correct route to minimize the chance of horrible, horrible death. These the boomerangs of dispersal over here? Yep. And this was just... oh, yes, also pick up that, please. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I don't think this is a non-magic thing. I think we picked up everything here, and we can't back up to the others. So, come out here. We can drop stuff we're not interested in wearing right now. Oh, okay, there's two of those, but one's a +2, which is kind of nice. I don't think we'll end up wearing that. The hat is interesting to consider. I mean, we're not wearing a hat at all, so I guess we may as well put it on. I don't know if I'm going to curse it, though, because we may want the option of being able to take it off when certain things happen. I could curse the Ring of Wizardry, but I think we have to save for some stat or like resistance boosting rings. Is really what we're interested in locking in. What are we looking at in terms of scrolls of remove curse? We only have 2. Yeah. It's not ideal. I'm trying to confuse you. Excellent. It is very loud, so things are very likely to notice when you cast Confusion. You see a lot of angry people walking around over there. Or a Mephitic Cloud, rather, is very loud. But it can really save our bacon. Well, as you saw in the latest, in the Gauntlet there, Green Ugly Thing can be very dangerous. Well, Ugly Things can be very dangerous because they hit quite hard. They move quickly as well. This one's got the poison built in. Which, and also being green, he's going to be resistant to poison. We may be able to force him to change things. He is vulnerable to silver, though. So what I might do is Javelin him once. And again, and then just ray him. Pretty heavily poisoned. Can I just rest out of it? Okay. Because I did have potions if need be. Quiver the poison darts again, because it's much more likely to be my default thing. Speaking of... So, oh, he's resistant to poison. Never mind. Well, at least we can't miss. We'll just start raying him down. It should be okay. Water moccasins are pretty dangerous because they're fast and but they're poison, but that was alright. Done. Done. You're probably not alone. So I want to clear around. Oop, right, ended. I want to clear around a little first. Pull back. Keep raying down the hallway. One more. Oh, shitballs! A Cyclops. Now, we do have some reflection, but I'm not going to depend on it. I wonder... The safest thing might be to actually start with a Metaphysic Cloud. I said might. Oh, shit! Oh, I don't... Oh, I can force it. Which is what I want to do. I think he is confused, but I want to make sure to backfill that area. There's a lot of noise, so these things are now definitely awake. Now, we've got a potion of haste. We've got ways to maybe retreat this. Mostly, I'm okay right now, I think, with running backwards away from these yaks. I think the yaks are fine, and we can ray them pretty well, which I think is what's going to happen here before I leave this little chokehold. And they can hit for a lot. As I say, nicely lined up, and there's another one there. And final charge. Okay, stop. And you're starving. Well, let's chop these up. Rest here so we can eat that. Troll should be fine. Again, as long as we're fighting it alone. I mean, it does hit very fast, very hard. Okay, maybe a little more dangerous than I'd hoped for. Troll Leather Armor has got some potential. So encumbrance rating is only 4, which isn't too bad. It's got less AC than the Steam Dragon, but it does have the regeneration built in, which is really kind of sexy. I don't know if I should be exploring the rest of the floor. I might just run into the Cyclops or whatever it was again. That's just gonna like fling rocks at us until we die. But we do have the shield going on. Skill-wise, shield's almost capped out. I'm sorry, do we have a book of transmutation? I have the manual of transmutations. Oh, that's what one of the books was. Because now that's a +4 aptitude to training up transmutes. Which I will turn on for now. We'll probably turn on until that goes away. Because yeah, it's really cheap. Do we have any transmutation spells? No, so you can train, if you get the manual, you can train it, even if you don't have a spell memorized. That's really interesting. Speaking of memorizations, though, the Toxic Radiance, we can cast at a 6% failure rate. That's not bad. Fulminant Prism is fairly reliable as well, but I don't know if we need it, considering everything else we've got. Okay, Shields is about done. I'm going to turn on Fighting. It'll be on for the rest of the game. What we'll probably do shortly is turn Stealth back on as well. Oh, it's a scroll. Okay. And let's ray you down. Okay. Someone around the corner there. Just going to come around this way so we have a little bit more distance. Oops. Ash, pretty good for helping to spot problems sometimes. Doesn't show you everything, clearly. Okay, that's not great. I don't know if they can be feared. Can't outrun them, though. Read teleportation. Even, okay, and quaff heal wounds. Which at least I have a lot of that. Step backwards. Right, and we did get slowed because we took damage. Although that thing was still going to outrun us regardless. Let me go and eat one ration. And yeah, we'll peek down these stairs. And I think this might be a good time for us to use the Toxic Radiance. So, cause the caster to radiate toxic energy, continuously inflicting poison on everything nearby as long as the spell lasts. So we'll cast that. So Toxic Radiance is on. So I think it's constantly poisoning everyone. Yeah. Okay, it wore off already. Let me finish the ray casting. I don't know if the ray replaces the radiance. Okay, I don't need to radiance again, though. Okay, not bad. This little area. A shadow. I can't remember. I think can you go invis and just be generally very annoying? Oh no, we do have C invis on. What do we have C invis from? Because I was like, wasn't I like, oh no. Oh wait, is it Ash? Reveals the unseen. I didn't realize we're at high enough piety to have C invis from Ash. Oh, I did not realize we got to number 3. Well, that's brilliant. See, Ashenzari. One of my first gods that I played in this game, and I've always had a soft spot for it. That is slightly unpleasant. Though, that is manageable. And then, oh, I thought he was still coming. I was going to say, if we can hit him, there's some poison, and if we can get him confused, there you go, sick as possible. Oh, I was hoping to ray him some more. Oh, I don't think he's confused anymore. And shit, Nessos is there. And this guy's closed in on me in melee. Well, Nessos isn't going to be able to shoot us through this guy. So we'll finish the ray. Okay, now... we haven't been slowed yet. Do you blink around? Hold on, why are you so poisoned? Reflection! Ha! Okay! Yeah, that was a pretty... okay, that could have been so bad, and often would have been. That's maybe too many dudes to rely on our reflection. But I feel a lot safer if I'm standing on a staircase. Okay, let's just poison you at range. Excellent. There you go. As sick as possible. I can use some darts to do it as well. Excellent. I mean, the darts do mulch themselves. But, you know, alternate darts and the poisonous vapors. And we can, I don't know, maybe manage both our MP and whatnot. Okay, this should be okay. If we get some confusion on them. And then ray through them. Nice. Very nice. Okay, I'm liking this build a lot. Let's roll teleportation. I do want to get rid of this hat. Yeah, there we go. Searching for helmet is a little bit better. Hats do show up in that. Okay, another floor done. We are really going to be hitting our dungeon limit soon, and we're going to want to poke our head into lair. Okay, let me eat some food, since that guy didn't corpse. Man, those centaur skeletons have a lot of hit points. Potion of might. Probably a bunch of orcs. Is that an artifact ring? It might be. Wow. Well, I think we wear that. The -4 dex will hurt our EV some, which is annoying. The slaying will have some value. It'll help our darts, I think, plus when we do melee. The bonus to stealth is nice. The 2 pips of RF is slight overkill, actually. Let me take off our strength ring. I guess... I mean, the RF is so good. Once we remove this armor, we'll be happier with it. In fact, maybe we could use this as an excuse to swap some things around. Let me just carry it for now. 6-headed Hydra. How do we feel about that? Not great, since a lot of our kill potential does come from poison, which this thing won't be affected by in the least. We can Ice Blast it, we can slow it down. Potentially. Really? Alright, well, do I want to rate? Yeah, I was going to say, that's not going to work. Fear him away. There you go. Zap, zap. Like, can you not get a slow on someone from Ice Blast? I thought you could. Ray. Some more. Oh, I don't think you were in the right place because you were throwing things. Didn't know you could get silver boomerangs. Sack of spiders if we want to go evocation, but we're really not planning on it. Done, done, done. Thank you for dying. Magic darts really... I mean, we may never not have it memorized just because it does enable a bunch of range. How do you do with poison there, Manticore? Yeah? Okay. You're gonna barb me. Let me poison you instead. And then just kill you some rays. Excellent. Shield target reached. Excellent. I'm gonna turn stealth on. I think there's a good chance at some point we may just want to max it. For now, I'll bring it up to 10. We have the +1 attribute or aptitude for it, which is really nice. We're still burning through transmutations quite quickly with that +4. So yeah, shields. We do have the bonus to shield skill because of the cursed shield. We could decide at some point to train up to large shields, but I think for now we're going to wait. I'm happy to have fighting on. We do need to get some more HP going on. And that'll probably be on for the rest of the game. The Mystic Blast, Conjuration Translocation. I mean, it's still going up because of spell casting, but turn on Conj and Trans. I'll bring the Translocation up to a 6. And the Conjuration's up to an 8. Now, I haven't found Blinking yet, have I? There's a lot of stuff in there. Swiftness might be useful. And all the transmutations. We could do some crazy stuff with that, especially if we studied, what, unarmed combat, right? I don't know if we get any skill boost to that in any way. The Shroud of Galubria is not bad. Some blows redirected by force to the air nearby. Range attacks can be diverted. Right. But it does help with melee. Let's pick up the Shroud. Assigned to Q. If I said Q. Failed to cast? Really? Really? Charms translocations. 4%. We don't have any charms, so we'll do the same thing. Oops. Where we'll turn it on, and we'll get at least, like, 2 levels in charms. Because that will help a lot with that spell, and it'll require, like, virtually no XP to do that. And drop some big clouds here, but also funneling in like this is good for the ray attacks. Ring of Poison Resistance. We don't have our poison. Okay, let's put that on. Replacing, I think, the Ring of Strength, which we will just drop. How are we on Scrolls of Remove Curse? Oh, we got 7! Find that scroll, holy word. So, I think we'll do some swapping or cursing. I think the Ring of Poison Resistance, it's a very good chance we're going to wear that for a long time. Let me just make sure I'm not crazy. Right, there's the Quarterstaff, but I don't think we're going to use it. Gold Dragon Scale. Yeah, it's going to be a little beyond us, unless we want to limit ourselves to low-level spells, which, you know, it's so good. Our fire, our cold, our poison. 23 encumbrance rating. Like, it's so good. But I don't think we can manage it with this if we want to keep, you know, we'd have to do a pretty tremendous swap of our character and invest a bunch in strength, which we really can't do at this point. Alright, so it's the only source of poison resistance, so I'm going to curse it. Partially bound in jewelry. There you go. See the spells? Where's Ash? Jewelry. Partial, full. Yeah, so if we just go more, it's just going to be a bigger bonus. Doesn't change what schools, but we get, you know, better XP discounts. For jewelry, I'm trying to remember. Cursing is one's weapons, and 2 jewelry. Da 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 da. I don't know if that counts like the cloak or whatnot for other pieces. I'm wondering if I just cursed the second ring here, if I could maybe get fully bound. And the Ring of Wizardry is still handy for now. I mean, there's a good chance we're going to want to swap it out. I think I'm going to go ahead and curse the Ring of Wizardry. Fully bound in jewelry. Okay, so that's going to give us maximum boost to all of our spell casting here. Not spell casting itself, but all the schools of magic, which I think we can agree is pretty handy. Can we get fighting at any point? No. Okay. So we can get boosted weapon skills, stabs or evocations if we have a staff in hand, like an enhancer staff. Generic staff does boost spellcasting, actually. But again, it's a two-handed thing. I think we really want to keep going with the shield. So with the cursed armor... Interesting. If it's light armor, it's stealth and dodging. Oh yeah, speaking of, we should actually turn on dodging at this point and keep it on for the rest of the game. But we're not bound enough in armor to get any of the discounts. I mean, we're wearing, I think, medium armor right now, so it would be armor and dodging instead of stealth and dodging. But yeah, the fact that this is cursed, we're not cursed in armor because we're not, you know, gloves and boots and things like that, which, oops. Glove. Boot. Nope. Useless item? Oh, Centaur Barding. Why does it show up when I search boot? Seems odd to me. Another scroll we don't know yet. Wyvern Skeleton. Beam you down. There's some targets. Charms Transmute. Okay. Okay. Vault Guards now, they are just humans, I think. So they can be poisoned. They can see Invis. But otherwise, they're pretty much vulnerable to anything. I don't think I'm planning on fighting them. I just want to confuse them and then walk away. I think it's time for us to go into lair. Hear a shout. Yeah, let's go a little further away. Nah, let's just leave. Okay. Lair 0, so that'll be the entrance to lair. I think I'm alright. A little hungry here, but we should find edibles. Croaks. Did you call any friends? Nope. How are we on the Searing Ray? Yeah, no hunger. Actually, no hunger on most of our things now, which is nice. Scroll of Vulnerability. We're not really eager to pick those up. It's going to be a lot of those. Which is going to be fine, but we may as well bring things into the dead end here. Okay, let's stop ourselves from being very hungry. Guess they lost track of me thanks to my stealth. Which actually did split the pack a little. Nice. So we're not as worried about like groups like that as long as they can be confused. He can chomp pretty hard, but there you go. Good damage. Hello, Herald. Ring Mail of Magic Resistance, Wand of Ice Blast, +3 Halberd. But you can't see Invis. You can Sentinel Mark me, though. Which is really goddamn awful. I'm gonna step forward. Drop you with Confuse. Nice. And then, oh yeah, there's already Cloud there, so I can't stack the clouds. I can poison you with my darts. You're sick as possible. We'll start a ray on you. You're still confused. There's, of course, a chance that they move towards us anyway during confusion. Ring Mail of Magic Resistance, I mean, that's kind of sexy for us. But we're not going to do the change now. Rumdrake is going to be cold stuff. I mean, we have some cold pips. Oh! Reflected off us. Deflection's pretty good. Oh, and we're starting to get full of stuff. I mean, we are carrying Nexus things. Let's drop these other armors. We'll remember that they're around. We can pick them up. I'll drop the boomerangs of dispersal. Oh, we'll drop a bunch of these weapons. We might keep the hand axe in case we got to chop some heads off. I mean, if we're not going necromancy, this is like strictly better. And it's got the MR. The stealth plus is good. Yeah, let's make a change. Let's remove curse. Now, I'm assuming I have to do that. Like, if I, yeah. Remove curse on the dagger. Oh, right. I could have unbound many things in one cast. That's right. You can't. You just choose how many you remove. Okay. Well, we're gonna wield this. We're gonna curse that. Seriously bound. Drop you. So yeah, actually, we're not gonna be swapping weapons to you. I'll keep the quarterstaff because we could conceivably do something, but this is welded to our hand. So if we don't run into a Hydra, sorry, we really don't want to melee them, but we really weren't going to melee them anyway. The War Axe, though, is probably worth us skilling up in. Especially, we're going to have a boost to learning it because of Ash. I don't think I need to focus it. I think I'll leave it on, because it's still not going to be a primary thing. You don't necessarily need to rush it up, but a slow climb towards min delay would be handy. And we'll keep learning transmute until we don't have the book anymore. We'll just burn through that inventory space a little faster. But I like about this weapon, it gives us an extra pip of stealth. So we're rocking on 4 stealth right now, which is actually substantial. Anyway, we're going to have to put a cut in here, so I'm going to do that now. Folks, thanks for watching another episode. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.